Most people don't lose at work because they're bad. They lose because they're playing the wrong game. Every workplace runs on two systems. One is visible. Job roles, KPIs, performance reviews, company values printed on posters. The other system, that one decides everything that actually matters. Who moves up, who gets protected, who quietly disappears. And nobody officially teaches you that one. So people spend years doing everything right and still fall behind, not because they lack skill, because they're following rules that don't control outcomes. Let's fix that. Here are the rules that actually run the room. Rule 1, effort doesn't win. Alignment does. Working harder only matters if it supports someone above you. If your work makes your manager look good, it gets attention. If it just helps the system, it gets ignored. Invisible work creates invisible careers. Rule 2, reliability turns into exploitation. At first, being dependable gets you praised. Then it gets you overloaded. You become the person who can handle it, which really means you become the person they give everything to. That's not trust. That's convenience. Rule 3, if it's not seen, it doesn't exist. You can build everything, but the person who explains it in the meeting gets the credit. Work doesn't speak for itself. People speak for it, and whoever speaks first owns it. Rule 4, promotions are risk decisions, not merit decisions. Leaders don't pick the best performer. They pick the safest bet. The person who is easier to manage usually beats the person who is harder to ignore. Rule 5, your reputation is built in rooms you're not in. Your results matter less than the story told about your results. One label repeated enough times becomes your identity. And once that sticks, everything you do gets filtered through it. Rule 6, HR protects the company, not you. When problems happen, the goal isn't fairness. It's damage control. If you expect protection, you'll be disappointed. If you understand the system, you'll move smarter. Rule 7, being easy beats being right. People who challenge everything slow things down. People who agree keep things moving. Under pressure, managers choose smooth, not perfect. Rule 8, boundaries only work when they cost something. If you keep saying yes, your limits don't exist. A boundary without consequences is just a suggestion, and suggestions get ignored. Rule 9, you're judged on control, not just performance. The moment you start asking for more credit, influence, ownership, you become harder to control, and the system quietly pulls back from you. Not because you failed, because you changed. Rule 10, fixing chaos makes you the permanent fixer. You saved the project. You handled the mess. So now, every mess becomes yours. Instead of fixing the system, they rely on you to survive it. Rule 11, loyalty flows one way. You're expected to stay committed during hard times. But when priorities shift, the company moves on instantly. Loyalty is a request downward, and a strategy upward. Rule 12, meetings are power maps. Watch who gets interrupted, who gets eye contact, whose ideas get repeated and credited. That's the real hierarchy, not the org chart. Rule 13, not all feedback helps you grow. Some of it just makes you easier to manage. Be less direct. Be less visible. Tone it down. If every improvement makes you smaller, that's not growth. That's compression. Rule 14, if your value can't be explained, it won't be protected. You might be critical, but if leadership can't describe what you do in one sentence, you're replaceable on paper, and paper decisions decide everything. Rule 15, clarity is your biggest advantage. None of this stops just because you're talented, but once you see it clearly, you stop making the wrong trade-offs. You stop confusing praise with security. You stop mistaking access for trust. You stop working harder when visibility is the problem. And you start playing the game that's actually being played. If you want to stay ahead of the game, subscribe. I'm Alex. I'll see you in the next one.